right, my fellow humans, check it out. It doesn't change. This is what you're gonna do every single time, all right? First thing, I'm on my knees. Now, I'm gonna take my foot and I'm gonna line it up so it's pointing out perpendicular to where this leg is pointing. My heel is in line with my knee. If I was gonna take a ruler, I could literally draw a straight line from my inside part of my heel to that front part of my knee right here. Then, here's the tricky part. You're gonna lean in and find the sweet spot of where your heel doesn't come off the ground. So you see how mine came off the ground a little bit there? Now I'm gonna lean in again, and that's good. I feel a stretch here. I also feel a stretch here. Now here's the most important thing that I always have to harp on my clients with. You gotta make sure that you are squared up. So the first thing we're gonna wanna do naturally is turn into this because it makes the stretch a little bit easier. Square yourself up, light core engagement here, chest tall. And now all I'm doing is breathing. I'm just breathing into this. Light core engagement, big deep breath, sinking into the stretch, feeling it here, here. I got a little bit here. There's a little here on the hamstring as well, just all of it. This is why I love this, because we're really opening up the hips. Everything comes from the hips. Go ahead and switch to the other side. We're going for somewhere around 30 to 45 seconds. It doesn't have to be exact every time. The most important thing is that you are holding it for over 15 seconds, because it takes at least 15 seconds to get into a lengthened state. If you think about a state of mind, being angry, happy, sad, there's also a state of muscle, right? So to get into that lengthened state, it needs 15 to 20 seconds. Now notice, I'm leaning in, my heel is staying on the ground, I square the chest up, and then I sink into the stretch. I literally feel like I'm trying to bring my hips lower towards my heel here. Breathe. Now we're gonna switch over to that other side. This time, what we're doing is we're taking our foot and we're gonna reach out a little bit further. What I'm looking for now is I lean into this stretch again. Same thing where I'm bringing my hips towards the floor. My shoulders are staying squared, but now look, I have a straight up and down shin, right? So a lot more stretch going on here. Square them shoulders up. I also have to have a light squeeze of my glute as well as I sink into this, because my knee wants to come in a little bit. Squeeze that glute a little bit, keep the shoulders squared. Switch over to that other side. The more you do this, the more you're gonna be able to know exactly where your feet need to be, and they're gonna end up going a little further out or a little bit closer on the last one, because you start to increase your flexibility. As you go through marathon training, you're going to get tighter, right? Or strength training, it doesn't really matter. If you're not stretching, you are tightening, right? This isn't you can do one and the other one's not happening. It's just one of those things. But the great thing is that you can do all of this together. You can lengthen and strengthen and create endurance as long as you're giving it to your body on a weekly basis. All right, so our next one is the world's greatest stretch. I'm not gonna see me for a second here, but there we go. Now we're gonna just walk on out to a push-up plank position. I'm gonna take my right foot, I'm gonna reach it up as close as I can to my wrist. Now, if you can't do this, you can find something elevated and get it on to a bench, right, or a chair. Sinking the hips down, and then this is where I'm working on that breath work again. So it's an inhale as I reach up and look at my hand. It's an exhale as I reach underneath. I'm gonna do this 6 times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now when I'm here, I'm also trying to really sink my hips. That's what we were doing on the last one. We keep that same theme. Take that hand, set it down. Bring your right foot, reach it back. Walk your hands back towards your feet and stand up. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'll be right back. left foot up by that left wrist. I sink my hips down, reach up and inhale. Exhale, I reach underneath. Awesome. You're gonna take the hand, set it down, reach it on, back, come back, forward fold, and then we come up.